God, is anyone still here? Okay. Hey, hi, I'm Charlotte. Hi. So keep it up this time. We're putting you in the middle, Peter. Peter, why don't you start explaining who you are, even though they know who we are.
My name is Peter Aspen. I'm a journalist and a friend of Tegan. Here to help out with the Q&A.
He's already, because what we've learned in the last 2 weeks is we get a little wacky and we get off the rails a bit. So because it's so late, he's going to help us focus. He's going to take questions from you, but also focus there. Because sometimes we ramble on and on and on. But we get along now, so we can't tell each other no. But he'll just come over and get stop. It was 5 minutes ago. So we'll get right into it. But first of all, I just want to make sure you guys have an okay time. Did you like the movies? Did you like the 92% of you. The rest that weren't clapping is, are you okay? Are you injured? Or are you just, you're mad at me, but you're just too tired to leave? You're okay? One of the people specifically that I'm talking about didn't smile at that. That's good.
Okay, so actually, I thought we could start. This is the last night before.
Yes.
And maybe you talk a little bit about what it's like to be out on the road with me film project, and thoughts to kind of line out before showing off kind of project this and playing this event.
So what Peter's saying is, how do you feel? Tell us. Go deep. Go inside right now. I feel that this has been harder than touring music as a band. I think because we don't have the adrenaline of playing a show to keep us going, and I think also because there's not that instant gratification of like you feel tired and you play a song and then they clap and then you're like, people like me, and then you play another song and you're like, they like Tegan, and then you sort of and then usually at the end of the night there's like a bed and pajamas and gold distractors and everything's great, but this is harder. This has been a lot. This has been a lot of us like finding nooks and crannies to hang out in while you all watch the movie. And then we mostly talk about how I need braces and Tegan and I need hair training. And then whatever family member or friend that's with us, they talk about how insecure they feel because they were in the movie. And then we all basically just drink wine and we come back and we're so tired and we just talk and talk and talk. And that's why I brought Peter here. Now another question. It's hard. I wonder what it would be like to be an actor. Like is that question directed at me? Yeah, I was looking at you. What do you feel, Tegan? Do you like doing this process? Like, how do you feel about it? I like doing it because we spent a lot of time working on TV, so it's nice. This feels like the end in a strange way. Like now TV's out there in the world and it'll take on whatever shape it needs to take. But the thing I really liked was seeing all your little faces again. I miss you guys, and it's been a while since we've been touring. All of a sudden it struck me that maybe we should never take breaks ever again because I'm not saying it. I'm saying all week. Like I don't want to admit publicly that I'm attached to you, but I am, and and it's not because you clap after everything I say. Oh wow. I just think you guys are cool for the most part. Some of you are weird, but most of you I think are really awesome, and I just appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you're here. The CD was for you guys. I mean, we were kind of like winning like awards or anything. We were trying to give you what we hear you guys asking us for, which was everybody for the last 12 years like, can you please sit on the stools and play your songs acoustically again, please? I hate that I can't anymore. I hate you, and I love your early music. Making songs. And I'm like, hey, guys. Yours?
So as far as being out to seeing the movie, what's been the most unexpected thing about how it's turned out to see on the big screen with all your fans getting to watch it versus working on it and putting it together?
Well, I think the biggest surprise has been that anyone stays for the whole thing. So I've been thinking like, people will go get a pizza and a drink and then we'll come back at the end for the Q&A, but people stay. Some of you, these are the weird ones, just kidding, the ones I like the best. They're the ones that stay like multiple screenings. We were in Austin, people saw 4 screenings. You guys were in Austin?
No.
Oh, you're just here. You just know what I'm saying. You're like, prove it easy on oh, you saw two times. That's crazy to me. I'm like, anyway, that's wild.
You can tell us later which of these were. Leave it to you to decide.
Yeah, totally. You can weigh in about which Q&A was more exciting, but
I think that Eric's be able to tell too.
yeah, no, I know. There's cameras and stuff. So, Sarah, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I didn't have any idea of how this experience it would go, but I definitely think that it's been a little bit more, I definitely have felt more insecure than my father would. We had a lot of friends and family coming, and I was nervous in a way that I'm not nervous about when we play our live shows. I think even though sometimes when you're self-deprecating, we sort of poke fun at ourselves, I actually think that there's a great deal of confidence that gets us on stage every night. I feel pretty confident that Tegan and I can get through, 85% of what we do every night on stage and do it quite professionally. And I think that just comes from habit. You do it over and over and over again, 200 days a year. You know that you're not going to fail. And this is so fresh and so new that there's no way to control it. Once the ball starts going, it really is out of your control. We also don't observe ourselves. We are used to being observed by you, but we're not used to watching you observe us. And that was terrifying. It made me go through a shame spiral a few times where I wondered why you observe us so closely sometimes. And great. But I'm glad it happened. It was a good life lesson. It was fun.
Now, at the end of the film, there's a part of the film where you're performing for like close family and friends, and is it different for you to not just play in front of those people, so you just mentioned like to have people who were in the film watch it and see it, react to it, but also who play in front of it and tell stories, very personal stories with your parents and sitting right there. I mean, was that hard to sort of carry out as opposed to just like playing a show where your family and friends might be there, but there's also all these people watching as well.
Well, certainly answers. I mean, we actually, one of the biggest worries we had about TV was the fact that we maybe exaggerate a little bit sometimes, like just small details that we can't remember exactly. Like we're like, what the six, this happened. It's like, well, maybe we don't remember every detail of that event. So we were kind of nervous about our parents. I was nervous. Because we told a lot of stories in DVD, and we were like, all like 2 days before the screening, I was like, okay, Bruce, stepdad, just wondering if those stories you told are real. Yeah, it was really nerve-wracking, and it was interesting actually when we were shooting the last film. I actually thought that the show that was going to be the hardest to do would be the fan show, just because it was so intimate and most of the time for us when we're up on stage, we can't really, you're all people in your own ways, but you're generally sort of just a mass of people, it's not easy sometimes to like see you individually for very long because the lights change and all that, but the screening was like really well lit because you're shooting TV, it was very familiar. After 5 hours, I was very familiar with every single individual in the place. And I thought that would be the hardest thing, and it wasn't. It was definitely our friends and family. Every time we screwed up, I could see certain people like grimace, just be like, oh man, nervous for us, or like I would think like, did my business manager just judge me? Like, is that disappointed on his face? Like, does he think I'm a failure? Or like I screw up another song and then I would be like, is my stepdad bored? Like, did I just catch him looking at the door? Like, does he want to leave? Like, are we terrible? And like certain friends, I was like, I haven't seen that guy in years. Like, this was really narcissistic. I mean, this is hours. Like, I can't even remember the last time I went anywhere for 5 hours. I don't know that I didn't sleep for that long, And I felt like when we finished taping, I needed to like really pound the drinks and just relax a little bit. I felt the moral of the story is it's easy to fail in front of strangers. It's harder to fail in front of friends and family. I would agree with that.
Talk to us about the director of the first film, and you met a very interesting connection
Oh yeah, Tegan and I are friends with Matt Sharp, who is in the original lineup for Weezer, the first first classic records, the Blue record, and also Pinkerton. And then he now joined us, and he just did a wonderful project. And Danny was one of the filmmakers that worked on worked on the project with him. And I'd seen some of the films, Songs About Time is what the project is called. And there was one film in particular that I thought was really beautiful. And so I asked Matt if he would need Danny's information. So Danny showed up, and Tegan was saying earlier Q&A that we didn't really know him in the first day. We were like, oh shit. Like, he seemed stoned, and he kept saying, we would be like, oh, you can't put that part in the film. What I just said was really inappropriate. And he'd be like, I'm not recording the sound. And we were like, what the fuck is he recording? And we were like, you want me to record us talking? What the fuck could you possibly be capturing right now? He's sitting on the bus, he's rolling down the hill. Well, it all ended up working out very well. It turns out that's exactly what he was doing, and it worked out very well.
There was a stunt double.
No! Basically, Sarah and Danny were talking, I was talking behind them, and they were like, Tegan, roll down this hill. I was like, and he was like, you guys are so boring, you need to do some action things. So we went like, oh, Tegan, roll down the hill. We tried to walk fast. Basically, it's like Mission Impossible, like Canadian style.
Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible.
It's Mission Impossible, exactly.